right, viewers. Well, this time around we don't have to do any intro again because the face you are seeing here looks familiar already, and I know you know him. And this is the CEO of Sweetberry Ranch. So today we are going to talk about Surabi liquor. First of all, I want to ask why Surabi liquor.
Um, you mean the name?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's an interesting.
Um,
Well,
um,
Sorabi is actually a name of our palm liquor or
mm,
akpeteshi in parts of the country already, part of the northern Volta, right? Sorabi or Sodabi.
mm,
It's so the name it's already synonymous with the product. So we thought it was a good start or a good name
Name
of
too,
the product, right? Yes.
mm.
So that's how we came up with the name, right?
Mm.
For it.
All right. So why not any other drink, but then this particular drink?
Well, as I said previously,
Mm,
personally, I come from a family of my great uncle was one of
mm,
the most well known
mm.
palm wine distillers,
Okay.
in the whole West District. He has a lot of trainee, or should I say apprentices, who are now practicing generation wise, their children and all that. I actually buy the raw material from some of these, his apprentices and students, and so it's always been something that has been in our family. Whenever we used to visit, we used to go to the go into the bush, go to the distillery, enjoy some fresh palm wine, learn about this thing. So it's always been part of me. And growing up and having the opportunity to travel a bit around the world, I always found it a bit strange where you cannot see the palm liquor or our local apio or akpeteshi
Mhm.
in the liquor stores, or you see vodkas, you see gins, you see whiskeys, rum. All of these are on our shelves right here in Ghana. And you go to any liquor store,
Oh, that's great.
right? But we don't have anything that is our own product and is well branded, or that you can just go and pick up on the shelf.
Mm-mm.
Because up till now, most of the time you only get the akpeteshi
Yeah, it's
in
true.
local
Local
corners that
corners
are
too.
not,
Yeah.
lack of a better word, properly regulated, or poured from some containers for you sometimes that you really you really doubt
How authentic it is.
how authentic or whatever it is, like
Yeah.
safe or savory. So
Mm.
um it has always been something that I was passionate about. So initially we started making our own from the palm that we have on the plantation and stuff.
Okay.
So that's how we started out. But now we've diverted our business model a bit, but we can delve into that if or whenever
Yeah, of
you're ready
course.
with that.
I'd want us to talk about how different this drink is from other drinks, like other kind of drinks we see in the system.
Okay, so first of all, the main thing is the authenticity that we want to ensure that uh, the drink possesses, right? So it is palm. In Ghana, we make our akpeteshi normally from palm or sugarcane, right? People use other stuff as well, but ours is 100% palm, authentic, no added sugar, no added other ingredients. And so from the starting point, that is what we do. We have contracts with these. I personally visit every distiller wherever they are, wherever they are located in the bush. I go there, we test it. We have a written contract that we are only dealing with 100% pure organic palm and nothing added. So there's no added sugar, anything. So once we get our raw material meeting those stringent requirements, then we bring it to our factory where we standardize it down to 45%.
All right.
And then we triple filter this through beds of activated carbon to ensure that no impurities, no heavy metals, any of that. FDA's approved standard board testing showed that our drink was one of the cleanest they've ever seen. No traces of any metals or anything like that. So those are the benchmarks of Surabi palm liquor. And when you try it, you will attest to the smoothness and the cleanness and the lack of any after effects, right?
Mhm.
No hangovers on in the morning and all that. And all that is a result of the cleanliness and the purification process that we pass it through, right? So that is our standard, and that is what we want to keep. So that is what distinguishes Surabi from most of the other drinks that you find on the market. The fact that we are FDA approved, soon to be standards board certified, and you don't you once you have a taste or a sip of Surabi, you are not going back.
You would always love to. With some Akpele weekend vibes
Yes,
and
anything.
sweet.
Your akple, your pepper soup, your you know.
Right. So I also understand that this drink is on sales in the USA and UK. And
Surabi is on every continent now,
okay.
right? So I can tell you that customers in the US and the UK and Europe they are crying out for it. Our biggest challenge now is the supply, how to get it out there. So that is what we are working on, those supply channels. But with regards to the sales and the patronage, especially in the US and the UK, we couldn't have asked for anything more,
Wow.
considering that we are less than a year. Surabi just came out in December.
Oh, that's great.
So I mean, we just see that the future is really, really bright.
All right, so folks, so that answers a whole lot of questions. You know, I posted this on my status, right? When we were coming, I was telling Prince about this. I posted this on the status, and one guy was asking a question on so like, oh, this is not genuine. I was like, but this is authentic, and I think I can even look for that and show you. So when I was coming, I was telling them that this is genuine drink, and you haven't tested it before. Why be there and be talking trash about it? So I'd have it. So this one is fake. You can see it for yourself.
What does it mean, fake?
Yeah, and I'm like, you don't know much about this drink, so that's all you've given. And today I'm here. I'm just so happy to be here today to be showing you this. This is genuine. This is organic. This is authentic. So he has given you the clarification concerning the whole drink. And you know, sometimes some of these things do come along our way. When people see things that they haven't seen before, they always think that it's something that somebody has just Photoshop and they are saying. But this is original. I'm here, physical. I'm holding it.
And I would like anybody who has any questions,
Yeah,
the phone numbers are
yeah,
on there. Our FBA
exactly.
certification
Yeah,
numbers are
everything
on
is
there.
here, and
Those phone lines are my
there you
personal
go.
line
So
and
you can
and
contact
my
him.
manager's line. You call us, you get us to speak to us directly,
Yeah.
and we are very open. You have
Yes.
any questions, just call
Yes.
us and we will address you.
Yeah.
With regards to the authenticity, you have
Exactly.
absolutely no doubt. We are right here in Jolo Bogame. Is the heart of
Heart
of
of
the palm wine and the
Surabi.
Surabi long
Yeah.
before even we started making this. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach
All right.
out. And
So, the industrial wise, why not use ethanol instead of the palm wine, the palm you'll be using? Why not ethanol?
good question. And again, it comes back to
Mm.
the personal preference or the
Okay.
organic nature that we want to ensure that we are pushing out there. If with regards to industrial ethanol, the regulations on it are, for lack of a better word, not as stringent as you would like, if you like, right? So people get the permit to bring it in, and then once you're permitted, you bring anything, right? And ethanol, there's a lot of industrial ethanol that people are using in alcoholic beverages, right? If you ask me, is that the best? I don't believe that, right? So if we can get pure palm, a fruit that is purely from our own palm juice that is organically taken care of, I think that is the best way forward, right? And customers who take it, I mean, they attest, right? The feeling of the ethanol, alcohol, and natural palm drink is not the same. So, in my opinion, I think this is the way to go, and we are going to ensure that ethanol is easier to get in commercial quantities and push down the conveyor belt and push out boxes and millions of bottles easily. This is harder. This is handcrafted. This is well done. This is taken care of with your health and everything in mind. So that is the path Surabi has decided to take, and we are not veering from that. We are not going to use ethanol. We are going to keep struggling to get fresh palm and push out the best product for you guys.
All right, so that's great. So, folks, you've just heard it, and Surabi is thinking about your health. They are not just producing anything that will harm you. Their main concern is about your health, because you need to be alive to be patronizing them. So once you are not in the system, you can't be able to patronize Surabi. So they need you alive. A reason why your health matters to them. So I think that is all, and we thank you so much for all the insight you've given us, the in-depth knowledge you've given us concerning the Surabi liquor and many other things. So I think that's all. Any final words for our viewers?
No, just to let you know that Surabi is gradually hitting all markets in the country. And as I said, we are visible on all social media outlets with at Surabi Palm Liquor or at Palm Liquor. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and as I said, the phone numbers are there. So please reach out to us we want your suggestions, we want your comments. We are still evolving, we are still growing, we are still learning. So we want to hear from you guys.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. So we would also be displaying the contact numbers on the screen.
Yeah.
For you to, if you'd want to get in touch with them, you can pick the number on the screen and, communicate with them. And if you'd want to buy too, you do same and just send them DM and they will be available all day, 247. They're operating. So that's so happy for you. So thanks so much once again for your time. And I think that's the end of this episode.
Thank you.
You're welcome.